Good day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Wartales. In the last episode, we went and visited the hunters. We also know that there's a bounty up here. So let's get out into the woods and see if we can get it. Ah, excellent. Let's get in on this fight. We're going to attack... Yeah, we're going to attack this squad with the boars to help us. And then we'll turn on the boars and get the teeth that we need. Okay, so they're split. Fantastic. So the boars will take care of that group while our party deals with this group. Okay. For that to be the case, okay, these guys are annoying. I'm going to have the wolves deal with him because he's got an AoE weapon. So it's going to be a pain. Pain for that. So the wolves are going to deal with him. And up here, I want to deal with that hunter as well if I'm able to. Let's get something like this set up. You stay with the wolves. There is a player we can run, but it's going to be risky. Because we can't even reach it from here, so it may not be worth it, to be honest. Okay. So let's start. Not enough. I was hoping that would have done more. Status effects in this game are so annoying. The fire effect, you've got no way of putting the fires out unless you've got like medical bandages, which like you'd think, oh, can't you carry like a bottle of water or something? But no, you can't carry water in this game. For some reason, best known to like everyone. Like I like this game a lot. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it's really annoying when you have like permanent status effects that are pretty much impossible to deal with. Okay, so I need to wipe out this group down here, to be honest. Right. He's dead. Not his turn yet, but it's fine. He's going to engage him, which is fine. Because that plays into what I want to do next. Which is to get up here. Which would trigger that. You can then trigger drop this. Which will basically hit him in the stomach. And then pull back to safety. They're going to telegraph, which is fine. The boars are going to tie up the other one, which is fine, because that's all I really need them to do. Being on fire isn't great, because you can't put ourselves out for some reason known only to the game. It's physically impossible for for someone... Yeah, I know we're poisoning ourselves, thank you. I can't but cure myself, apparently. But I will pass the burning and poison on to the other guy. Which is fine with me. So push him back here. The other walls come in. Of course they get set on fire. Right, top of the turn order, who's going first? That guy is. Okay, that's fine. Critical hit with the pitchfork. There we go. That takes care of him. Man, we just take so much damage. Not even funny. Wait, oh. I forget it wasn't. I thought it was the other guy. Great, took tons of damage. So this is actually going to be fairly expensive mission. I messed up, to be honest. I should have moved him around. I thought it was someone else who was going. Yeah, that's fine. There's another turn yet. Very expensive mistake. Yeah, I'm just a bit frustrated with myself, to be honest. Let's take him out. Yeah, 5 tools. Whew, man, that's expensive. Got a helmet, which was really good. It's a medium helmet. We want to give it... Yeah, give it to him. Garden armor. Very nice. Do like the look at the helmets on them. I really need to get myself a hammer user. All the animals got wiped out. That's unfortunate. I was hoping I could grab some of those for myself. Okay, so we grab that. And get back down the path. We're not wanted, so it's not the biggest issue. But our other contract is pretty far away. Because I haven't come across any more animals, I will be tempted to kill them. And that's mushrooms. I need wood, really. Grab the hemp. Normal lumber. Actually, wait, that's...
Might I interest you in my humble wares, my good sirs?
Not really, but you can take some of the stuff that I don't need. Break it down for resources or sell it for cash. To be honest, cash is something I really need right now. Take that. Just need money really more than anything else. Okay. With that done, let's get back to Stromcap and go to the tavern. Because I desperately need... I know a sword and board user is... A sword and board user isn't bad. That would give us another tank. Don't need another archer.
The bandits took everything.
Man. Just archers for days, eh? Okay. So yeah, Wrath and Slice, Confidence. Turn him into a blacksmith. But they are apprentice blacksmith. I'd start off as a novice woodcutter. The thing is, I really need to get another person in the party, because at the moment we're really starting to suffer.
Might you be looking for work? Here is your reward.
Already got that. This is in the opposite direction I need to go. It's all the way down there as well. Okay.
I won quite a few fights in the tavern. You can count on.
If I grab them, I need more people. That's just a straight up truth of it. I need to have more people. Having a second sword on board isn't bad. Woodcutter increases their strength. Yeah, grab the woodcutter. Right. I don't need to have another rallying person, because we've already got one of those people. We could go with heavy armor and the stabilizing kick, which would basically make them more offensive. I mean, it depends. What you're really the support character, aren't you? We're going down there. Get him extra valor. So we could make her into a tank. Go straight down the protection tree. Yeah, go on. Basically turn her just like straight up into like a tank build. I'm gonna bust that because obviously, yeah, and then career path. Okay. So fighter or protector, this is the thing that will come down to, which is that it's one of these two, because I don't need her to be light armored. So if we go down this route, it makes them super defensive build. Really good at basically holding the line. Down this way, it's more... As long as it has an action, a bonus As long as there's a bonus active, that's not too bad. Each time the unit is engaged against a post. If we go down like the defensive build, making her like a tank, like she will be. It's a good build to have basically a straight up tank. That's basically all units and has gain protection. I'm going to go with this. Go to fighter build with her. Then we'll go down the deflection tree. Because I don't need another encouragement character. This is good to basically breaking people out of... this is good for basically getting rid of guard. Which means they're taking more damage. Defensive deflection. So they can get in and basically sort of defend up. And then we get deflection automatically each time this unit's engaged, they gain deflection, which plays with this. This unit gains deflection stance, yeah. So turning her really into a bulwark for some of our other characters. Nah, I'm not a fan of her name though. Yeesh. Okay. Get her with that. Let's see if we can get something decent going. Get her with some actual decent armor as well. That could be a thing. I was also going to make a spear, wasn't I? Yeah, spear for my spearman. Because he hasn't... Yeah, he's still using a pitchfork for Peter's sake. Yeah, well, Forge, get you your spear first before anything else. Actually misclicked there, so that's a fairly good spear. I can still make... Can make the tag, which is annoying. Can make the heavy armor. Okay. Excellent. And now since we know we can get armor layers, these extra perks are really good. Okay. So with that done... You can have that. Which will give you a bit of protection. Your sword is terrible, but I'm really sort of relying upon you to be more like a... Well, more like a bulwark than anything else. So that'll do a bit more damage than your spike would. Just a tad. Okay. The stuff we don't need, we've got to break for resources. Because I need resources. And if nothing else, that should give us enough material to make something. Yeah, there we go. Ah. That's not great. It's okay. I'm not really happy with the quality of it, but it will do the job. There we go. So she's got a bit more protection now, a bit more shield and armor. Could appoint a lieutenant, which increases her wages, but we don't really need to do that just yet. Okay. Bit of material. You could get in there and get us some more resolve. Blacksmithing, get that up, that's great. Food is the next issue that I'm going to have, to be honest. Not going to lie. Can't make anything, yeah.
My concoctions can heal the most grievous injuries.
Strength oil is really good. If we can get it, pristine essence is the thing that we need to get. That's the thing that's holding us back. I will grab both of them, to be honest, because they are both really important to get. Sharpening oil, the crit oil is much more important for like assassin builds.
My concoctions can heal the most grievous injuries. Be sure to hold on to the vials after using them.
He's still running around with an old longsword, so there's no point getting it. You don't want to basically spend your money, you don't want to use your resources, your oils, unless you actually have the resources to make it. And I need to basically get the knowledge up to get pristine essence. Is the thing that we're lacking. If we can make pristine essence, we can do a lot of things on our own. But until then, we're in a bit of a tight financial situation.
Come, take a look at my wares.
Great, okay.
You touch it, you buy it.
Yeah, I know. If I touch it, I buy it, lady. You've been having a go at me about this for years.
I understand there's a war in Edoran, but that doesn't mean they can just help themselves.
Right. You should also think about trying to advance the main story as well, to be honest. Because that's something that will help us a lot. So let's make 4 of these. Excellent. And then we can make a whole ton of wolf sausages. There we go. And we got a knowledge point for finishing the recipe. Always great. So we can learn a few things. Some really nice things. Weight training. Earn a bit more money. Crafting. Be great as well. Learning stuff like helmets. Yeah, the basic helmet, to be honest, is actually fairly good to get. So we need to get that relatively early. Some more cooking recipes would be good. But I need pristine essence because to make certain potions and tonics, which is actually pretty important to get. But to do that, we need to basically clear out nasty things, to be honest. And I'm going to invest in this. I'm not happy with it. I wanted to get the helmets, but needs be. Okay, so we've got 2 ways we can go. Unfortunately, both our missions are at either end. So let's depart. And really start sort of going for it. If we find anywhere where we can chop wood, we should also take advantage of that. Anywhere that chops wood.
Are you mercenaries?
Yeah, we're mercenaries.
Oh, blessed be the all-seeing eye. You are our last hope. You must warn my husband's friends. They need to come and help him. Yes, ask them to come. If only they could speak in his favour. reason with the people who want to kill him for a handful of grain. My husband only told me that his friends live north of the lake, not far from here. Please come back quickly.
So this is a story event.
Do not take pity on this scoundrel. He fled his home country to come and steal our crops. This Edoranian leech will be strung up for his crime. And soon we'll all sleep easy.
I am terribly sorry. I shouldn't have agreed to this, but we'd run out of food, and we were starving.
Yeah, this is one of the things, unfortunately. People will do a lot of things when they're really hungry, even if it's sometimes really stupid. And I can understand with him, and I sympathise. It's not a great situation, to be honest. But at the same time, like, it's one of those situations where no one's really in the right at all. So it's... The thing is, theft, and like, you have to... This is the thing you have to remember, folks, is that in the medieval period of time, like which a lot of these games are based on, like in the medieval period to some extent, theft was considered to be like a really serious offense, and for really good reason, because whatever you stole from someone, they didn't have that anymore. And in an environment where getting resources was hard, it could be like the difference between life and death. It could be that severe. So it's not like where theft is still seen as a crime, but it's like, see, petty theft, like when you steal like an apple or a loaf of bread or something like that. It's one of these really unfortunate things where theft in classic period was actually a really serious thing, and it's sometimes people find it's really hard to wrap their heads around that just stealing something like a loaf of bread could be considered to be such a serious offense, because historically it was. Like, you could end up with people dying because of it. Right, let's tie them up. Right. We know there's a couple of people hiding in the smoke. So they're probably going to be around here. Yeah, a bit of poison damage. Ooh, lift them up. Pull it out. The interesting thing with boar spears, which they never actually, they don't always show, is that boar spears, you can see how like a tang below the blade, that's to stop the animal from basically continuing on through its charge. Because the way you used to hunt with boar spears is that you used to plant yourself in front of the boar, brace it with your foot, as you would, like, for example, a pike. And you would then sort of take the brunt of the charge of the animal. And like basically the beast would impale itself on the spear. It was considered to be a very brave form of hunting, because obviously if you messed up, the boar would basically kill you, because boars are absolutely terrifying creatures. But the tang, well, not the tang, sorry, the guard at the top, just below the spear blade, was meant to basically stop the animal from being able to continue on down through the spear shaft and impaling you. Or, well, crushing you, I should say. We got a helmet out of that. See, we're starting to get into the game now where helmets are starting to pop up. So we have to be basically on the ball, as it were. Poisoned units. Yeah. So yeah, damage increased by 25% against poison units, which is good for us. I'd like to have a backstabbing dagger if I was able to get it, to be honest. So we've got taken care of that job. There's still a lot of the map we haven't explored, to be honest. There's all this area up here and all the stuff around here. This story mission we can do. Just trying to think of the monetary situation. But it can be done. But it's one of these hard things, like theft is, like, historically was seen as a very serious crime. Like, theft of property, historically, you didn't, that's like one of the reasons why, like, a common punishment for theft was, like, basically removing of a limb. Or just straight up hung fees, an example, because, like, theft was considered to be something that was really destabilizing for communities. Okay. Let's grab that. Lakeside camp. And his friends are bandits. Okay, why am I not surprised? Anything worth pinching from thieves? Some alcohol. Any hemp? Hemp? Nope. So we can steal some booze from them. Cider, wine, brandy. If we're going to steal something, let's steal the brandy. Oh no, I stole brandy from criminals.
Our boss is open to recruiting anyone, including refugees. The villagers are blaming us for taking advantage of the situation, but at least we're not letting these people starve to death.
One of our new recruits hasn't returned from his first assignment. I'm starting to worry. Stealing grain should be quick and easy. Something must have gone terribly wrong. He probably just got delayed. He seemed capable enough for a refugee. Oh, caught red-handed on his first try. I never should have recruited a simple farmer. He just doesn't have it in him. He cannot hang by my fault. Pack it up, lads. We are leaving. As for you, come and meet me at the farm. We could do with your help.
Anything we can take here? No, okay. But that's the thing, like, the thing is, like, I sympathise with refugees in this particular story arc, but at the same time, a lot of them do stuff which is, like, understandably annoys the locals. Like, yeah, the locals have a hard time of it. Like, why do they have to basically lose their supplies to help people? And at the same time, like, this guy did steal. Which is not great, because basically it is a crime.
Refugee immediately.
But you brought bandits, mercenaries. Are you willing to let them slaughter us to save a thief?
He's just a desperate farmer. Let him go, and no harm will come to you.
Who's to say you won't be back in a few days to plunder our supplies? No, we won't let any of you leave.
Very well. Have at you.
Mercenaries, whatever those thieves promised you, I can pay you much more to defend us. We'll even forget you were ever involved in this.
So, our rewards, adjustment strap, or bar of soap. Both of them are very good. It's one of these things, isn't it? At the end of the day, the villagers are being miserly, yes, but they're in a situation where they need their supplies. And unfortunately, he is a thief and he is a bandit. And these are bandits. So if we attack them, we get an adjustable strap. Oh, it's one of these hard things. What to do? What did we do with the story one? Thank you. We helped the refugees with the separate hold. I don't mind that. But this is a bit more complicated. Because technically, legally, he is in the right. And he's paying us more. We are mercenaries. We also don't have a lot of morals, to be honest. Because we are, I believe our background was basically deserters. Let me just check. I can't, okay. Yeah, now we're going to basically side against the ringleader. They're bandits. He got himself into he got himself into trouble. So, yeah, for a setting like this, he isn't like a good guy because like he was starving. It's unfortunate, but it is just how it is. Important character. If we lose him, he restarts the battle. Okay. So, Hunter, bunch of guys up here, bunch of ranged units, and they're spread out. Okay. Right, I'm going to shove the reinforcements down here. He can't die, so he has to be protected. Okay, you take him, and then we'll basically... Actually, to be honest, she's going to probably go for him anyway, so... That's fine. So I really want to get the other archer pinned. Getting the other archers pinned would be great, especially early on. Okay. So these guys here are really stacked up. Okay. Let's... get that. I'm just nervous because both of them have great weapons, which is never a good thing. Yeah, and he's got basically slashing all enemies in the area, along with a helmet that's actually pretty problematic. Okay. So we do have to be smart about this. We need to pin him down. You're going to rush him and pin him down in combat, which is fine. Then it's you and you. Tied him up. Okay. Curses, that's gonna suck. Oh man, he went for the double poison on us. That's a jack. That's a jerk move. Yeah, have a javelin response. Then follow up by an arrow. And that's what you get. That's what you get. Get down here. Take care of him. My dogs. How dare you? Yeah, we're gonna basically burn an action point, valor point, to basically get the wolf to attack him, bring him right down. You're engaged with this guy, so you can take care of him. You can take care of him. You can take care of him. I always got to wipe the bandits out. Look, I get it. You were being sympathetic to them. All very nice. But at the same time, at the end of the day, we are mercenaries. You steal from everyone. You got caught. It's too bad, really, but hey-ho. Lovely crit hit. No medicine was used. That's good. Nice axe. Some resources. Get our reward.
Your ill-advised intervention almost cost us our lives. But since you killed the bandits for us, I am willing to forgive you. Here is a little something for your trouble. Now, skedaddle, and leave the good townsfolk in peace.
There we go. Adjustable strap, bit of renown, bit of money.
You let them hang my husband. May the beast take you.
Yeah, lady, but you also, in my defense, you also basically were going to get a bunch of bandits to turn up and get them killed. So I'm not really that sympathetic to you. +1 movement. Yeah, that's good actually. So I'm going to give it to... He's got leather straps. That won't help him actually. It's not as much as I wanted to. Will... We'll give it to her. Extra movement. The bar of soap, I believe, helps you reduce your suspicion. You can normally tell how something is going to act judging by like who is giving it to you. Like thieves will give you items which basically help you with thievery. Like guards give you stuff that helps you with other things. It's a pretty straightforward system. Let's grab that. The lack of animals is problematic. I was really hoping we could get some... Like, there would be something... Why are they hostile to us? Yeah. That's unpleasant. Okay. Let's go in here. Collect the bounty.
Be looking for work. Here is your reward.
You have all the other ones going. Rat infestation. Rat infestations are something that you have to plan for. Like these, they are not just something that you can just go out and do without a bit of preparation, to be honest. Great Falchion. Actually, that is probably a good time for us to invest in a better... She's still using a rusty longsword. So let's grab that. Got it perfect. So it's... Yeah, it's a good one, actually. So if we go to him and go... That... He's now doing quite a good amount of damage. Well, a lot of damage. Which basically plays into what I want to do next. Which is...
My concoctions can heal
Ooh,
the most
yeah,
grievous
deduced.
injuries.
We'll buy that.
Be sure to hold on to the vials after using them.
Yeah. With that done, and with him set up, where is the vial of strength? Here we go. Apply. So now when we swing his sword, every time a skill deals damage, there's a 50% chance he gets +3 strength, which will mean he's even stronger, which is really good for him because his attacks are already doing a ton of damage. So that is really good. I want to keep the axe. If we can get someone who can swing an axe, it would be great. I want either an axe person or a hammerman, or basically a hammerman, to be honest. Great weapons in the game are the ones that do the most damage. So we basically really need people that are great weapon wielders. Or at least another spearman.
I won quite a few fights.
Oh yes, strong glutton. Ugh. That's not great. Glutton can be problematic, but I really need someone with a hammer, great hammer, because a great hammer helps us get through armor. So, how much to recruit you? Okay. So, brutes have a really interesting way of working. So let's get that up. Oh man. I'll take them. Take the cotton. Movement for him will be good if we go heavy armor. Slowdown is great. Weakening is really good. Okay, we'll go movement. We'll grab the destroyer perk. Yeah, weakening is really good, especially because you can go Vanguard, which is basically charge through, and poison is okay. Destroyer is really good for weakening enemies, so basically the amount of damage they put out is lowered. Apply 12 damage. And we want to get vicious chain. Every time an attack hits several enemies, we do lock in combat. We really want to get a weapon that basically does an AoE sort of swing. That ignores guard. It's not the one I really wanted. We'll grab that and try and work our way towards getting him what we need. So he can use that. See, deals 212 damage to all the area. Damage increased by 50% against units of armor. That's really good. I don't think we have the material to make a better hammer, to be honest. Yeah, no, not nearly enough wood. Okay, so for the time being, you're gonna have that's a one-handed thing. It's not great, so I need wood. Yes, okay. Could have been a mistake taking this guy so early. What do we have in there? Oh, we do have that really great axe, but he can't use it. He can't use it, can he? No. Pity. Okay. Let's see what we can Yeah. Let's see what we can use to dismantle. Cooking pot we really need to get hold of. That's what I was getting. Oh, that's what it was. Getting the wood and the iron. Yeah, let's dismantle everything. Got some things. Need some more wood. Need some more iron. Okay. Alright.
You touch it, you buy it.
Yeah, I know.
Those refugees. I understand there's a war in Edoran, but that doesn't mean they can just
What
help
food
themselves.
recipes do we have? Just mutton, sausages, pork. Okay. So the perts won't really help us. We've got pike, mutton stew. Okay. Nothing else. I'll get the mutton.
You buy it.
Yeah, fine. We'll get the mutton stew.
Come, come. Take a look at my wares.
Okay. That being reduced is really good. I know it's so we got like a ton of hemp, and there's a reason I'm hoarding hemp. So if we can get a good supply of milk, we can get hemp tea, which is really good. And something I would suggest you guys get early on. Okay, so mutton stew. Right. We've got enough money to last us to a while. Now we need to basically push aggressively as possible. We can also do fishing. Getting along the road, even when we're tired, will still mean we make a bit of progress, not a ton. Okay, and we'll pay the bills. I know you can push and not get your bills paid, but I don't like it personally. Okay. Ooh, story mission. Or story event. Hartwell seems settling nicely. Fingers crossed it's a good sign. Which is the new bloke here. So what was he? He was a novice blacksmith. Get XP for Patwell. Yeah, fine. I mean, none of those are particularly great, to be honest. The guys here, like armor merchants and item merchants, normally have quite good stuff, but it's not cheap. Yeah, you can. Or sell you that. What is our other rogue? Is it better than the one you're using? Bring me this daddy. Yeah, it's just an improved version of it. Okay.
Might I interest you in my humble wares, my good sirs?
There's some stuff here that is good, but I'm trying to save my money. We'll jump into the outpost, because they do have a logging stand for our novice. Extra wood, fantastic. To be honest, he gets +1 from strength. I'd rather just give it to blacksmithing for him. Oh, he gets +1 from blacksmithing. I'm going to just give it to log cutting. Because her thing would go up. I have a couple of log cutters. It refreshes over time, so it's not much of an issue. Right, we're going to put a cut in here, folks. I've been Cornish-knight. This has been Wartales, the continuation of our campaign, and I shall see you all again next time. Goodbye.